Good afternoon, friends, and happy noontime to you all. Thank you for joining me this afternoon for a time of reflection and a time of devotion. I'd like to begin our time together with a poem by one of my favorite artists and writers, Jan Richardson, and it's called Blessing in the Turning. May you know the slow mystery in which mourning becomes a dance, turning you toward gladness that wants to meet you in your grief. May comfort come to enfold you, not to take away all your sorrow, but to infuse it with tenderness, with rest, with every grace it has. May you give yourself to the rhythms of joy, even when your steps are stumbling, even when you are most fragile and faltering. May you know the dancing that comes in the dying, moving you in time with the heart that has held you always, even when you could not hear its beating, even when you could not bear its love. Last Sunday, we lit the pink candle of joy, which you can see behind me. And oftentimes when I get to do a children's time or a meditation on Joy Sunday, I tell the story of why we have that pink candle there on the third Sunday. Many people think it should be lit on the fourth Sunday, next Sunday, which is Love Sunday, equating that color pink with Valentine's Day and the love color, but it is not. It is for the third Sunday. It is for joy. The traditional name for this Joy Sunday in Advent is Gaudete Sunday, from the Latin word rejoice, as written in Philippians 4, Gaudete in Domino semper, rejoice in God always. It comes from the tradition when the Advent season was much more penitent and somber, much like Lent is to us today. It was much more, O come, Emmanuel, and much less Jingle Bell Rock. On the third Sunday, on Joy Sunday, it was a break from this penitence and this longing and the pain. It was a day when the priests wore pink to signify that this day was set apart. And they worshiped in joy, and after worship, there was a great feast on the lawns of the churches. It was a day to break the fast together and to celebrate that in a time of longing, there is still joy to be found. I found this poem perfect for this place we find ourselves in today. This almost place of tension between the third Sunday of joy and the fourth Sunday of love. And in this year like no other, the rhythms of joy have perhaps been hard to make out at times. I know they have been for me. We know that in times of the deepest sorrow and grief, the light of love can burn bright. For in that grief, there is a recognition of those ties that bind, the devotion that we have for what we have lost, and also the love that comes in the presence of the gathered community that surrounds us in times of grief. Today, I'm thinking about how that is true for joy as well. Joy, in fact, moves us toward love. I believe that true, unabandoned joy is, in fact, an expression of love. In those moments of celebration, in the moments of reflection and remembrance, in small, surprising chuckles or unexpected treasures found, the moments that remind us that we are loved, the moments that spread a smile across our face, and the moments that let us know that we are capable of holding love for so many others, and indeed for ourselves. That love is a thing ever present, even when joy is hard to find. We can find it in the things that we love. As we close our short devotional time together, I'd like to close with another prayer, a blessing, in fact, by Jan Richardson. How joy works. You could not stop it if you tried. How this blessing begins to sing every time it sees your face. How it turns itself in wonder merely at the mention of your name. It is simply how joy works. Going out to you when you least expect it, running up to meet you when you had not thought to ask. My blessing for you is this. May joy come running up to greet you this week. May it surprise you as a smile spreads across your face. And may you recognize the love that burns brightly in that moment as the love that beats always, steadily, just a heartbeat away. Amen.